Hi everyone, I welcome all the divine souls on my YouTube channel, which is Twin Flame Realities. So I have already shared level 1 and level 2 complete inner work on my other channel, which is Twin Flame Diva. So if you understand Hindi language, you can watch those videos and start your inner work. Also, YouTube has, I think, created one particular option that you can listen any video in your own language. So people who do not understand Hindi, it is also possible for you to start watching those videos and start completing your level 1 and level 2. There are a lot of work which you have to do in terms of energy work in level 2 inner work. So it will be great for you. If you have any personal question related to twin flame journey or inner work, you can always have your answers during the personal counseling session. How can you book the session? There is a particular link I have shared in the description box. You can have a detail to book a session. I never share my phone number neither before booking the session nor even after booking the session. So I've shared complete detail. There are certain guidelines which you have to follow before booking the sessions. I have already updated. I do not reply any of your personal questions through comment or through email. You can only have your answers during the personal counseling session only. So as there are 3 stages, 3 level of completing your twin flame journeys inner work, and it was all guided through divine only when I went through spiritual awakening in 2020. So there are a lot of things which you have to do on level 1 inner work, and level 1 complete inner work I have already shared on this channel itself, which is Twin Flame Realities. So the first thing which you have to do on level 1 inner work is performing ritual for ancestral healing. So in India, in Hinduism, it is called Tarpan. Now, if you do not belong to Hinduism, you have no idea about Tarpan, then either you can get into that thing. You can take a help of a help from a priest, and this ritual is always been performed through a priest only. You cannot do it on your own. And now, in case you do not wish to follow that, if you belong to some other religion, you can find out what all rituals or procedures are being followed in your own culture. So you can go ahead with that. I have already shared a detailed video on this. There are certain questions around this particular ritual. You can go ahead and watch that video if you have not watched it till now. So I have shared detailed multiple videos when it comes about ancestral healing. It is never about just doing the ritual or doing certain things in terms of energy work. Whenever you are healing generational trauma or removing ancestral curse, there are a lot of karmic patterns and karmic cycles which you have to first recognize and then work on that, and it takes a lot of time and efforts and patience. So I have already shared the detailed video on these topics, and also I have given solutions how can you recognize and what all you have to do to break those patterns. So once you complete the ancestral first ritual for healing in Hinduism, which is Tarpan, you can look into your own religion, and then after that you have to do offering to your ancestor on every new moon. I have also shared a detailed video on this, what you need to be careful while you plan to start doing these rituals on every new moon. So if there is ancestral curse, if you've come into such kind of bloodline where there is ancestral curse, not just ancestral, generational trauma, then initially you have to, avoid certain things when you perform this offering ritual, where you have to prepare food and there will be certain things which you have to add. So I have also shared a video on this, what all you can add, and a lot of guidance is there. So make sure you watch that complete video without escaping it. And next step is, after once you have done this ancestral healing, the initial ritual, and then start doing the offerings, then you have to start worshipping the guardian deity, which is called Kul Devi in Hinduism, or Kul Devta. If you belong to some other country, other religion, you might have this idea about guardian deity. So I have shared a particular detailed video on this. You can go ahead and watch that. People have a lot of questions and doubts when it comes about worshipping the guardian deity and what to do, what not to do. I have again shared a detailed video on this, so you will have all of your answers. Then the third thing you have to do to take care of your 9 astrology planets. There are 9 planets which you have to take care, because all of those 9 planets are connected to each and every area of your life. I've talked about those 5 particular areas which you have to work on, and then you also have to master, which is mental, emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual. So I have shared remedies and rituals, the easiest rituals which you can start performing, and you can definitely have results if you take care of your habits and then certain other things. So if you do not take care of your 9 planets, which you actually spoil because of certain reasons, there are habits and then other things. I have shared detailed video on this, including the rituals and remedies. So you can start following that. And it is necessary. You cannot avoid, if you think of avoiding certain things, what I am guiding, then it will be your loss. And these are easiest thing anybody can perform. So because of being a twin flame and my health was really affected by the moon energies, I have shared detailed videos and I have shared what are those signs and symptoms and negative effects of the moon energy when it is not correctly placed in your birth chart, and how can you correct it. So if you're a real twin flame, you can go ahead and watch that particular video. What are those signs and symptoms, what are those situations which you go through when the moon energies are not in place, then and what all remedies and ritual you can follow. You will have those results within 3 to 6 months, and there are certain guidance I have shared which you have to follow. So I have shared detailed multiple videos on these, so make sure you watch those as well and follow those rituals and remedies. Again, those are easiest one. When I started working with the moon energies, I saw big changes into my health and into certain other areas of my life. So see, I have observed my life and other certain patterns into my life since my childhood. So it was almost in every new moon and full moon, I was not even able to sit properly. I could not even walk, and the kind of fever I used to experience and headache, and then vomiting, and then also certain other things, cold and cough. So you can go ahead and watch. There are multiple videos. It will be really helpful for you. So if you're a twin flame, you really need to take care of your emotions. And if you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you'll have to understand, initially you meet a karmic twin flame who is full of negativity, who has a lot of toxic habits and other patterns, which I've already shared a detailed video on karmic twin flame signs. So what happened, because of being a twin flame, you pick up on each and every emotion of karmic twin flame. So if your moon energies are not in place, see, you will be going through a lot because of your own moon placements, and then also you are picking up the energy of that karmic twin flame. And detachment from a karmic twin flame takes a lot of time. So you first need to give priority to your emotional and physical health. And if you wish to complete these 3 levels of inner work, then you need to make your health as priority. Because see, because of being a twin flame, you already go through a lot on new moon, full moon, then energy portals. And then if there are no energy portals, and then karmic twin flame is, going through a lot of things because of his or her shit behavior, shit karma, you will be experiencing their emotions. So you need to, work more with moon energy so that you can become mentally and emotionally strong. Every full moon you have to prepare moon water, which you will be using into your daily life, and it has a lot of benefits. So how can you prepare that? I think I've already shared a video, and in case you do not find that video on this channel, you can go ahead and watch a shorts video on Twin Flame Diva. It is so easy to prepare a full moon water on a full moon night. What I have seen, people, whether they are twin flame or they are normal human beings, they first of all, they have toxic habits, and maybe it might not sound toxic to you, but then there are habits which is actually spoiling the energy of your planets. And also people are not doing any sort of ritual or remedies to correct those energies. So whenever you are performing any sort of rituals or remedies, make sure there is a karmic lesson and a habit is attached, which you have to bring lot of or certain changes into that. Only remedies or rituals will not help you, and there is no shortcut into about twin flame journeys inner work. It is lengthy, it is time taking, but you realize since how long you have been going through all these toxic emotions and other energies. So when you are aware, you have been going through these things since very long time, and you have observed that. Now if you start performing remedies and rituals and you start correcting your habits, you will be able to see positive changes within 3 to 6 months. I have also shared particular mantras for these 9 planets, and certain few mantras for spiritual protection and other things that you have to chant daily, and what all things you have to follow in terms of chanting, and what you need to take care of when you practice chanting daily. I have shared detailed video. Please go ahead and watch that and start following it. If you are a real twin flame and you start practicing chanting on a regular basis, it is just a guidance. Do not sit and then chant mantras on beats. Otherwise, it will create a lot of energies which you will not be able to balance immediately, and you might feel a lot of anger and other sort of energy which your body will not be able to tolerate. So it is always good to walk and then chant on beats. Whatever I have advised, how can you chant and what all beats you need to use for chanting. In that way you will be able to balance the energies which will be created through chanting, and chanting should be your regular daily practice. You have to practice balance and grounding a lot, because when you start your inner work, a lot of challenges are being thrown on your path, and you will feel discomfort and then out of balance. And if you're doing certain things in terms of like mantra chanting, so when there are other people who sit and chant, they will not experience those energy generation what a twin flame will really experience. So this is a particular guidance you can observe if your body allows, and sit and chant and observe for how long you're able to do it. In case you start feeling bloating and acidity or certain other things, it happens because of the energy which is being generated while chanting the mantras. So this is the reason I advise you start chanting while walking, barefoot walking. Because of daily mantra chanting, your aura will start becoming stronger, and the way you start practicing these chanting in a regular life, and there are certain spiritual attacks which happens on a twin flame, then it will help you in protecting from those unknown forces, or if there is somebody who is doing certain black magic or other things, when they try throwing in your life, then you can be protected and saved from such energies if you start chanting mantras daily. Next thing, you have to learn basic level of Reiki, the level 1 Reiki. You will require this practice on level 2 and level 3 a lot, because time to time you will feel discomfort or maybe anger or certain other energies which you cannot control or balance immediately. So Reiki will help you instantly. Reiki is something which can help you out in balancing your energies within few minutes, like max 20-30 minutes, more than enough. But you must know how to practice Reiki, and it should be in a regular practice. So if you have not learned Reiki, please go ahead and learn the level 1 Reiki. So you cannot start your second level inner work until you have learned level 1 Reiki, because there are certain rituals for certain days which you have to follow, and there will be Reiki healing is required. So Reiki needs to be done through yourself itself, nobody else be doing it on your behalf or for you. So it is quite easy, you can learn it through online or offline. There are people who teaches you, so just level 1 is required. I have also shared rituals and remedies to protect yourself from psychic attacks, from black magic. So make sure you also start practicing it in your daily life. So there is a particular group of forces when it comes about the spirit world, and they actually target the chosen ones, the twin flames. So the way they target you, they try to stop you from doing or correcting anything which is required during your inner work, and they do not want you to level up, they do not want you to ascend. So you experience what are those toxic habits and patterns which you try breaking, you are not able to do it. So there are certain tricks what they play, and also when you start moving forward, no, you have to do it. In that case, you will start experiencing those attacks from those unknown forces. So you more have to focus on the spiritual protection. So on second level of inner work, there is a particular ritual which you have to follow for 21 days. So what happens, if you try to follow those things at a particular timing, then these unknown forces, what do? They start creating certain energies that no, you do not want to do it today, or you will do it tomorrow, or maybe after 10 days. So understand, these are the tricks being played by such entities. It is not just only you. So the way they play, you might think it is you who is delaying these things. So no, it is not the reality. So you have to be careful. They play lot of tricks when you start performing that particular 21 days ritual that I'll be sharing into upcoming videos. Your food plays very big role in your energy healing work, and if you're a real twin flame, you're an empath and you are a sensitive being. So a twin flame already goes through a lot of ups and downs in terms of energy wise, and almost there is a portal in every month, and at times there are the energies are quite heavy which you're not able to tolerate, that you will feel either anxiety, depression, or maybe emotional turbulence. So your food plays very important role. So make sure that you're only eating healthy food, and that too at home cooked food. So if you have a habit of eating outside more frequent, I understand if you're traveling or you have some sort of maybe plans where you have to go out, but then there are certain rituals what you have to perform, and in that case you only can eat home cooked food, that too cooked by you, and that too at your home itself. So eating habits needs to be changed, otherwise you will not be able to do this inner work. Also, staying hydrated is not just only important for your physical body, it is also important for your spiritual body, for your energy body. It is connected to the moon energy. So if you are feeling a lot of anxiety, depression and other sort of issues, so if you stay hydrated, it will help you a lot. I have shared a particular video in which I've talked about physical cleansing, what all things you have to remove from your house. So what I experienced, that when I started, experiencing these attacks during daytime also. So since childhood, I was only experiencing it during night time whenever I used to go to bed. But then I think just before my awakening, they started attacking me during daytime. And then when I got to know, oh, it is all real and I'm being attacked because of being a twin flame and a chosen one. So there I realized, okay, I started moving forward while putting a lot of spiritual protection. But then I saw that there are still n number of gates which is being open, which gives them access to such energies, to such entities. So keeping unnecessary stuff in your house in terms of anything, be it your clothing or your jewelry or maybe makeup products. See, being a female, I had all these stuff. So what I realized, a lot of releasing was required. And I also had a bad habit of doing a lot of shopping for my kitchen. Whether I'm using it or not, I will just shop. And I realized that I was keeping certain things, which I did not use even for years, but that I had to remove. So when you are keeping such things in your house which is not being in the use, and also unnecessary stuff you're filling, and I have also seen a lot of people have a habit of buying and keeping a lot of shoes and slippers and then bags. So these things matters a lot. And see, it is about things which you're not using on a regular basis. So if you have a lot of shoes, slippers or jewelry item, I'm sure you're not going to repeat it every alternate day. And if you're keeping it for months or for years, then it is becoming a gate for those entities to attack you. So that was a realization, and I was guided to remove such things. So I started gradually removing all of those things. So I removed all those unnecessary items, whether it was my clothing, makeup item, jewelry and slippers, shoes, and then also those kitchen items. So till the time I did not complete my final inner work, I realized there were n number of gates which they were just so when I am closing one gate, they're trying to access my energy and my life through other gate. So you have to remove all sort of unnecessary, unwanted stuff from your house. So shared a particular video what all sort of items you have to remove in physical cleansing, because that will play a very big role on the second level of inner work. There are certain rituals which you have to perform, and in case you're not doing this, you will not be able to perform such rituals with calmness or with peace. There will be a lot of breaks and disturbance. Once you're done with physical cleansing of your house, and which you always have to take care, if you did today this physical cleansing, you were able to remove all sort of unnecessary, unwanted stuff. So what was my realization, that when I removed all those unwanted stuff, I kept on doing further shopping. Then I also had to put an end to that habit. So keep a check on these habits every 3 months. Start clearing the clutter, start removing unwanted things if you do have that kind of habit. So this you have to take care. And then after that, once you're done with the physical cleansing, then you have to focus on doing the energy cleansing of your house, because both things are required. The cleansing the clutter and also energy cleansing is important for your house. And you have to put lot of spiritual protection for your house in case you are really serious to do your second level of inner work. And that starts from your main door. There are certain rules and regulations which you have to follow in case you really want to protect your house from those entities and unwanted energies. I have shared a particular video on this, how to do energy cleansing of your house, what all you need to remember, and what all things you're required to do the energy cleansing. If you have not watched, you can go ahead and watch that video again. And then it comes about your physical body. You have to do again physical cleansing and energy cleansing. So physical cleansing means taking daily bath, and also what happens when you do not take bath and when you repeat your clothes without washing. So there are people who likes to repeat their clothes without washing. I am not saying that it's you, but there are people. So I'm just trying to say, in case you have that habit, you have to remove this habit, because it again creates and give an opportunity to such energies which is not good for your body. So, and how can you do your energy cleansing for your physical body? That I also have shared a particular video on this. You can go ahead and watch that. And I have shared a lot of videos on how to deal with karmic, how karmic plays mind games, and I've also given complete clarity about the karmic twin flame. So if you wish to continue your second level of inner work, by that time you must have entire clarity about this complete twin flame journey. So what I have seen during the session, there are like a lot of twin flames. So what do they do? Like when they came, so they have heard that the person who are in separation with, which is a karmic twin flame, but then they call that person as a divine counterpart, as divine masculine or divine feminine. Why they do that? Because they have heard this from other channels. So I have already informed you guys, there are evil forces who are acting as twin flame coaches. What do? They call a karmic twin flame as a divine masculine or divine feminine, and then they do some sort of product selling on the name of inner work, wherein they will keep you under this illusion that this person will come back in your life if you do this inner work, which is not the reality. The reality is that person is actually a karmic twin flame. No matter what sort of inner work you do, that person cannot be part of your life. Yes, if you are somebody who is focused on that, and then you are using some sort of tricks which is being told by these evil entities who are acting as twin flame coaches, they tell you to do not give that person energy, then he will come back in your life. Do this, then he will come back in your life. These are tricks that is being played on the name of inner work, which you can do that in case you wish to. You will see that person chasing you, the karmic twin flame. But then my advice is you have to stay away from that person, and the moment you decide to detach from that person, it is going to be so challenging. So before starting your second level of inner work, you must have this acceptance, this clarity that the person you are in separation with is a karmic twin flame. There is nothing forceful. I have given entire clarity about karmic twin flame signs, kind of mind games is being played by that person, and what other tricks are being used, and a lot of tricks are being used by the karmic twin flame. So you must have such clarities. But then if you still stuck on that person and then you are doing this inner work what I'm guiding, it is not going to help you anywhere. And that is the reason a lot of real twin flame stay stuck, because they think that person is their divine counterpart who will come back in their life by doing the inner work, whatever they are doing. So you will keep on staying in illusion. It's good that you come out of that, and yes, it will be a challenging task when you start doing these inner work, but then once you complete this, you will be happy from within. You will have an abundant, prosperous life along with your soul tribe, but then it is a challenging task. So my advice is, before you start doing your second level of inner work, make sure that you listen all of my videos on karmic twin flame and the clarity I've given about this twin flame journey. Kind of mental traps are being set by these evil entities acting as twin flame coaches. There are few real twin flames who are also stuck on karmic twin flame, who they call as divine masculine. They are running channels, and they like to live in a false hope, because doing the real inner work will take a lot of time, energy, efforts, and you need to be self-motivated all the time. It is that challenging, so they do not want to do it. That is the reason they chose a easy path to stay stuck on karmic twin flame by calling that person as a divine masculine or divine feminine, and telling others also, oh, this is happening, oh, that is happening. So such kind of things you will hear from them. In case you wish to have the complete results from the inner work what I am sharing, you need to have complete mental clarity and acceptance about a karmic twin flame, and kind of traps are being set about this journey, and sort of a false hope is being created about twin flame connection. And that's the reason I've shared my entire story step by step. As I started moving, I didn't have clarity that this person is a karmic twin flame, and kind of situations I've been through because of karmic twin flame, the way I became his immediate neighbor. You can listen in that story, you will have the complete clarity. So make sure, if you're new to my channel, you go ahead and listen that story to have complete mental clarity about this journey. There are a lot of conversation with the divine about karmic twin flame, and a lot of illusions are being created on the name of twin flame soul merging, and then 5D union. You were separated in 3D, and at times they say no, you are never separated. It is, separation is only like an illusion. You're always united in the 5D. So such sort of shit you will keep on hearing on the name of twin flame connection. So there are a lot of divine conversation which will help you a lot having a clarity about this journey. But as you start doing your second level of inner work, lot of truths, hidden truths will start coming on surface, whether it is about a karmic twin flame or your people who you think they are your own people, or maybe they are your own friends or family member relatives, and those will give you soul shock. So which is I think you should take it as a blessing, because it is only happening because of your energy work. And when you are ready to step into your own truth, your reality of divine masculine or divine feminine, you start experiencing those the real spiritual gifts and powers within yourself. But till the time you are staying in illusion, that kind of things which are being spreaded about this twin flame connection, you can never experience who you really are. But then what I think and I feel that, and I've experienced, a real twin flame is blessed with n number of spiritual powers and spiritual gifts, which is not easy to handle. So you can only experience when you start coming out of this illusion of calling a karmic twin flame as a divine masculine or divine feminine. There are a lot of habits which you have to change in terms of watching tarot readings and listening current channelings and current energy updates about twin flame connection. So you have to watch all those videos. What you have to avoid before starting your second level of inner work, otherwise it will not help you, it will not give you that result what you should have. So make sure you watch all of my videos on this channel, which is necessary for you to start your second level of inner work. So if you understand Hindi, you must listen my other channel, which is Twin Flame Diva. There I have already completed complete second level of inner work, and there are a lot of work which you have to do on second level. So please take the benefit, go ahead and start listening and start doing all those what is required for the second level of inner work. And on this channel, I try to be regular, but then I know I'm not able to. I'm extremely sorry. I'm being just stopped by those forces. So when I'm stopped, I try taking some break and then I start coming back on this channel. So always remember, twin flame journey is so mysterious, quite painful and toughest journey, but then also it is quite magical. But the magic of this journey you can only experience when you start leveling up, on all level, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially and spiritually. Lot of things which you have to learn. Till then you will just keep on complaining that this is so painful, you are not able to do this and that. So it is a magical journey. I'm only sharing from my personal experience, and I started experiencing the quite lot of magic, especially when I saw my real divine counterpart. Anyway, so keep listening, and I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye bye.